What does the Sagittarius energy represent within our consciousness and within our charts? We are gonna dive really deep today, and I want you to take a look at where you have Sagittarius within your chart, because this is gonna really help you to tap into that energy, to understand it more from a different perspective, and then you are gonna be able to embrace the positive traits of that energy. And at the end of the video, I've got something special for you, a special bonus for all of my Patreon members. I'm gonna dive really deep into the childhood of a Sagittarius sun sign or rising sign. So this is really gonna apply to those placements. But if you want to watch this part of the video, you need to become my Patreon member. And I'm doing a whole series on each and every sign. So your sign will also have its turn, and I'm gonna also talk about your childhood. So if you want to know what wounds are affecting you right now and are messing a little bit around with your life and you want to work through them, this is really gonna be helpful for you. So definitely subscribe, check out my Patreon membership, because maybe this is just the right thing for you to help you with your personal development. And for those of you who are new here, welcome. I'm Anna, and I'm here to help you to live a more aligned and fulfilled life. And in order to achieve that, I'm using astrology and spiritual life coaching. So if you're interested in topics like that, and if you want to really transform your life, I would love for you to subscribe and join my community. And now let's get back to the video. So let's start with the basics so that you can understand the general energy of the Sagittarius within your consciousness a little bit better. First of all, this is gonna be the last fire sign that we are gonna be talking about in this series. And Sagittarius is a mutable fire sign. What does that mean? Well, Sagittarians are, or the Sagittarius energy is very outgoing. It's very out there, and it wants to connect to different ideas and different things. That's why it's a mutable sign. And as all fire signs, Sagittarius is very idealistic and very expansive. And this is the general vibe that you should get from your Sagittarius energy. Also, another thing that would be very good to know is that it is ruled by Jupiter. Jupiter is the planet of expansion. It is the planet of our philosophies, of our higher education, but most and foremost, this is the planet, the part of our consciousness that stands for us wanting to expand our minds. And that's why this is the part of ourselves that is on a constant search for finding the true meaning behind something. And this is again gonna apply to the life area where you are gonna have Jupiter in. But this is how it all kind of combines together. So it's always a play between where you have the Sagittarius energy and where is your Jupiter at. And then you always need to look at those two energies and combine them together in order to get a full understanding of that energy. But today we are only gonna look at the Sagittarius energy within your life. So what are the characteristics of that energy? What are the best traits to embody and to tap into when we look at it? So first of all, Sagittarius is the energy that calls us to take the adventure, take a leap of faith and try new things and expand our minds. And that's why this energy is so beautiful, because it allows us to really open up ourselves to new experiences, to new perspectives and points of view. And then it kind of forces us to become a student of life, a student of experiences, and to experience our life through different lenses. And that's why I really love this energy, because it gives us this fire, this adventurous energy that is always calling us to open up our minds for new possibilities, for new ways of looking at things. And so this energy really allows you to soak in that knowledge and to be hungry for it and kind of never be fully satisfied. So it's a very optimistic and faith-filled placement, depending on the life area where you have it in. But this is generally gonna give you the more optimistic outlook on things regarding that part of your life. The thing with the Sagittarius energy is that it hates any form of restriction. So in that part of your life, you will really be hesitant towards any restrictions that others put on you, that the society puts on you, or that your family puts on you. So this part of your life will be a complete no-go for any kind of limitations. And you know what? This is really the way it's supposed to be. Because this part of our lives is gonna be the part where we need to keep an open mind, and we can't deal with restrictions because restrictions are gonna put us in a box. And this is really the worst case scenario for any Sagittarius. Really ask someone who has strong Sagittarius placements and they will tell you that when you try to put them into a box and try to make them into something that they are really not, it's gonna drive them insane. That's why this part of you is it's gonna also, and this part of your life is really also gonna scream freedom, like let me live, let me breathe the air and find new perspective on things. This is where you're gonna be hungry for that knowledge, and this is something that we never ever should restrict within our lives. And not only that, but the Sagittarius energy is calling us to find a deeper meaning behind things. So it's not only, you know, this hippie style, freedom loving, rebellious energy, but more so it hates restrictions because it asks us to find a deeper meaning behind things. Why are the things the way they are in that life area, right? What deeper truth and what deeper meaning to that life area could you experience? This is what Sagittarius energy is asking us to actually find out for ourselves. So now, since we heard so much good things about this energy, let me tell you a few shadow points of that archetype, because it's gonna be very hard for you to actually stay present in the moment and enjoy the here and now wherever you have that energy, because Sagittarius is very restless. It's always searching and looking for new things, new experiences, new truths, and that's why it kind of never is able to settle and to be in the here and now. And this is something that you will need to be mindful of in that life area, to kind of learn how to still be able to be present in the moment, to ground yourself a little bit better, especially if you have a Sagittarius sun or if you're a Sagittarius rising. Grounding yourself and staying in the present moment is gonna be really important thing that you will need to learn, but not in a way that would restrict you in any kind of way. But just be present and still be mindful of all of the possibilities that await for you. But Sagittarius really needs to become aware that there is no destination in life. Every experience that you have and every truth that you are seeking, there is never gonna be something that is actually gonna be just the right thing or just the one and only perspective that you can look at things, because Sagittarius is actually the explorer of the zodiac, you could say. So this is forever gonna stay the area of your life where you always be constantly searching for the next better thing. It doesn't mean that you never should set your core values regarding that life area, because yes, you definitely should have some core values, but still try to keep an open mind and to let the universe and the life kind of give you different flavors of things. And the worst that you can do regarding that archetype is to close down your mind and to focus only on the one and only truth. So this could be the shadow side of Sagittarius. So please, wherever you have that energy, or especially if you have your sun here or your rising sign, make sure to always keep your mind open. And also I want to add that whatever planet you are gonna be having in the energy, this is gonna be the part of you that is gonna be this adventurous spirit, always seeking for the truth and always seeking to expand. So this is also gonna be the part of your consciousness that you will need to work on to see the things in front of you, because you will tend to only be long-sighted kind of and always be on the lookout on the next better thing and to see the things long-term, to see your long-term goals, but you won't be able to see what's right in front of you. So this is gonna be the part of your consciousness that you will need to work on, also to ground that energy, to ground that part of yourself. Now I want to dive even deeper into this archetype from a more psychological perspective, because I know many of you are not that spiritual, or if you have any resistance towards spirituality, I really want to explain things in a way that are gonna align with everyone and in a way that you can really apply that knowledge into your daily life. And in order for you to understand the Sagittarius archetype even better, I want to use an analogy that I heard from Stephen Forrest. He's really amazing. He's one of my favorite astrologers out there. I learned already so much from him, so definitely check him out. Check out his courses if you're interested in astrology, because he explains things from such a lovely perspective. But I want to use his analogy because once I heard it, I was like, wow, this really explains the energy so well. So if you would think of the Sagittarius energy as an arrow that cuts through the air, and the arrow suddenly gets a consciousness, what possible questions could this arrow have? Well, it would probably ask itself, like, where do I come from? Who put me in the air? Where is the end point of all of that? What's the point of me being here? What's in the next 10 meters ahead of me? Those are the types of questions that probably this arrow would ask itself, and those are exactly the questions that Sagittarius archetype is really tapping into. And those are the types of questions that, especially with strong Sagittarius placements, you're gonna ask yourself constantly, especially your Sagittarius sun and Sagittarius rising people. And so this is really at its core the need to find out the meaning and the purpose of life. This is what the Sagittarius energy actually represents. That's why many people with strong placements in that archetype are gonna be very driven to find out their true purpose and the true meaning behind life. And I have to warn you a little bit about that, because this is gonna be a quest that you will never be able to finish. So it's a little bit frustrating energy, because you are so intent on finding out the truth and finding out the deeper meaning of things, and so you get those little experiences that are bringing you a little bit closer and a little bit closer, and then you have a feeling you are almost there until the new experience comes along and completely destroys what you think was the truth, and then your mind expands even more. So it's a little bit frustrating energy, I have to say, but only if you are not able and willing to see the gifts that the energy is giving us. Because on a deeper level, what does the energy actually want to teach us? It wants to teach us to find the beauty in the knowing that we know that there is something more beyond the vision that we had on things. And so what this energy offers us is to always keep an open mind to different perspectives. And that's why wherever you have that energy, it's gonna allow you to experience life from completely different perspectives. And this is the beauty of it. The trick here is, or the, your strategy is, to never be satisfied with a definite answer and to still stay present in the moment. When you are on this constant quest to finding out the truth, it's gonna be important for you to know, okay, those are the 5 next steps that I want to take. This is where this is gonna lead me, but I'm still gonna be able to be present in the moment and to ground myself and to enjoy the quietness and the beautifulness of that experience. Because if you're gonna always seek for something better and for the next better truth, you are never gonna be able to fully experience all of those things that are gonna be given to you in that life area, because wherever you have that energy, you are probably gonna get very lucky with many opportunities to experience life from different perspectives. And we need to be able to enjoy that about our lives and about this life area. So this is really gonna be the key point and the strategy that you want to use for this life area. So yes, seek new experiences. Let yourself explore new ideas, new perspective on things, but also become present in the current experience that you are making. And this is really gonna help you to tap into the most beautiful Sagittarius energy that you ever experienced. And this is really gonna make that life area very special for you, very joyful and very playful. So I hope that you are gonna be able to understand the life area where you have that archetype in better now and from a completely different perspective. And also remember to keep an open mind and never settle for the right thing or the only thing, and kind of keep your options, keep an open mind, and you are gonna be able to use the fullest potential of that energy. And now for all of my Patreon members, we are going to dive deep into the childhood of Sagittarius sun sign or Sagittarius ascendant. So I really hope that you enjoyed this video. If you are not a Patreon member, please subscribe. It's very affordable. I really wanted that every one of you can have the possibility of joining me, and it helps me so much and it supports me, and just because of you guys. So thank you so much. Thank you for joining my community. Thank you for your time, and I will see you in the next videos. Bye guys.